Dear students, welcome back to my channel. As many of the students were asking to solve the questions from the unit Trigonometry, in this video we'll solve the important questions which will be asked in your exam for 3 marks. From this chapter you can expect one 1 mark question and one 2 mark question and one 3 mark question, and 1 mark and 2 mark question we'll solve it in a separate video. In this video we will be concentrating on solving 3 mark question based on identities and standard angle values, and I'll be solving the questions from the worksheets what I have shared in the Telegram group. If you have already learnt, do watch the complete video so that it will be a good revision for you, and solve all the questions. Do practice all the questions. Definitely you can expect out of 10 questions, definitely you can expect 1 question for the exam. After solving all these questions, you can try out few more examples from the textbook, as it is very important chapter for next classes. First question. Students, now moving to second question. Prove that sin A plus cosecant A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square equals 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. Let me repeat the question. Sin A plus cosecant A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square we need to prove as 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. Now students, what is the first step? The first step is write down the LHS. Write down the LHS part. What is LHS here? LHS here is sin A plus cosecant A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square. This is the LHS. Now student, the important identity what we use here is it is of the form what? A plus B whole square. A plus B whole square. What is A plus B whole square? A plus B whole square equals A square plus 2AB plus B square. A plus B whole square equals A square plus 2AB plus B square. Now apply A plus B whole square for this term. Sin A plus cosecant A whole square. In place of A I have sin A, in place of B I have cosecant A. Now what I get is sin square A, that is A square plus 2 sin A into cosecant A, that is A square plus 2AB plus B square is cosecant square A. You can check here, A square plus 2AB sin A into cosecant A plus B square is cosecant square A. In the same way, apply for this A square, that is cos square A plus 2 cos A into secant A plus secant square A. A square plus 2AB plus B square. Now students, now the next step is rearrange the terms. Now I'll rearrange sin square A plus cos square A, because I can use identity 1. Sin square A plus cos square A plus I'll arrange cosecant square A and secant square A. Cosecant square A plus secant square A. Very important problem for the examination point of view. Now what is the remaining term? 2 sin A into cosecant A. Reciprocal of cosecant A is 1 by sin A. Therefore 2 sin A into cosecant A I'll write as 1 by sin A. In the same way 2 cos A. Reciprocal of secant A is cos A. Now what is the next step? Sin A and sin A will cancel out. Cos A and cos A will cancel out. What we get here is 2 and 2. Now using identity 1, sin square A plus cos square A is what? 1. Replace sin square A plus cos square A as 1. And what is cosecant square A can be written as 1 plus cot square A using identity 3. 1 plus cot square equals cosecant square A. In the same way, secant square A can be written as 1 plus tan square A. Students, you should remember all the three identities to solve the problems. Now what is the remaining number here? 2, and here it is 2. Now add the constants. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. Plus, what is the remaining terms? Cot square A plus tan square A, which is equal to RHS. Very simple 3-mark question. You can expect this question for your exam. Replace what? A plus B. Use what? A plus B whole square formula and rearrange the term and simplify and use all the three identities. You will get the RHS 7 plus cot square A plus tan square A. Now moving to third question, prove that cos A divided by 1 plus sin A plus 1 plus sin A divided by cos A equals 2 secant A. First step is write down the LHS. What is LHS? LHS here is cos A divided by 1 plus sin A plus 1 plus sin A divided by cos A. This is the LHS. Students, which concept you will use here is use butterfly method. Now multiply cos A into cos A, we get cos square A. Cos A into cos A, cos square A plus 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A whole square. You can learn all these problems by practicing many number of times. Cos A into cos A, cos square A. 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A whole square. Now the next step is multiply the denominator. It is 1 plus sin A into cos A. First step is using what? Butterfly method. Now write cos square A as it is. Use what? A plus B whole square formula. What is A plus B whole square formula? A square, that is 1 square plus 2AB. 2 into 1 into sin A plus B square is sin square A. A square plus 2AB. 2 into A into B plus B square is sin square A whole divided by 1 plus sin A into cos A. Cos square A plus, now write cos square A as it is plus 1 square is 1 plus 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into sin A, 2 sin A plus sin square A whole divided by, write this term as 1 plus sin A into cos A. Students, you can see here sin square A and cos square A. What is it? What is the identity involving sin square A and cos square A? It is identity 1. Sin square A plus cos square A is 1. I'll rearrange the term as sin square A plus cos square A. What is the remaining term here? Plus 1 and 2 sin A whole divided by Don't simplify the denominator, keep writing as it is. Now what is sin square A plus cos square A? Sin square A plus cos square A is 1 using identity 1. Now we have 1 here, write as it is, plus 2 sin A whole divided by 1 plus sin A into cos A. Now what is 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 is 2 plus remaining term 2 sin A divided by 1 plus sin A into cos A. Now in this 2 term what is common? 2. Take 2 out. What we get here is 1 plus sin A. I have taken 2 from each term common. Write down the remaining term. Now 1 plus sin A into cos A. Now what happens now? 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A will cancel out. What is the remaining terms? 2 by cos A. Now what is the reciprocal of cos? It is secant. I can write as 2 secant A, which is equal to RHS. Write down the simple statement. Hence it is proved. Let me do a small recap. The first step what you use here is use the concept of butterfly. Cos into cos, cos square A. 1 plus sin into 1 plus A, 1 plus sin whole square into divided by 1 plus sin A into cos A as it is, cos square as it is, using A plus B whole square, that is A square plus 2AB plus B square. Rearrange sin square A and cos square A to use identity 1, 1 square as it is and 2 sin A as it is. Don't simplify the denominator, keep as it is. Use identity 1, sin square A plus cos square A is 1 and remaining term as it is, 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2 sin A. What is common here? 2 and 2 common, we have the common factor 2. Take that out. If you take that out, 1 will be remaining here, sin A will be remaining here, 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A cancel out. 2 by cos A, the reciprocal of cos is secant, therefore 1 by cos A is secant A, which is equal to 2 secant A, which is equal to RHS. Moving to fourth question, sin theta minus 2 sin cube theta divided by 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta equals tan theta. So what is the first step? The first step is write down the LHS. What is LHS? Left hand side sin theta minus 2 sin cube theta whole divided by 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta. Students, you can see here in the numerator and denominator. In the numerator we have the common factor sin theta. In denominator we have common factor cos theta. Now I'll take the common factor. Students, let me do with an example. Consider sin theta as x minus 2x cube. What is common here is x. X minus 2 into x into x into x. Write x cube as x into x into x. Take 1x common out. What is the remaining here? 1 minus 2 x into x is x square, that is x square. If you take x, what is the common? 1 minus 2x square. In the same way, if you take sin theta out here, if I take sin theta common, sin theta, what I get? 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Out of 3 sin theta, you have taken 1 sin theta out. The remaining is sin into sin, that is sin square theta. In the same way, what you can do here is, in the denominator, take cos theta common. What you get is 2 cos square theta minus 1 sin theta common. What I get in the numerator is 1 minus 2 sin square theta. In the denominator cos theta is common. What I get is 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now what is sin theta divided by cos theta? It is tan theta. Sin theta divided by cos theta is tan theta. And what is the remaining term in the numerator? 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Students, either replace using identity 1, replace sin square theta by 1 minus cos square theta, or in the denominator replace cos square theta by 1 minus sin square theta. You should use only once, either in the denominator or in the numerator. What I'll do, I'll replace in the numerator, that is 1 minus 2. I'll replace sin square theta as 1 minus cos square theta using identity 1. Now denominator should be written as it is without any change, 2 cos square theta minus 1. Just replace sin square theta by 1 minus cos square theta. Now tan theta into 1 minus, now multiply 2 with 1 and 2 with cos square theta. 2 into 1 is 2. Now minus into minus plus, 2 into cos square theta is 2 cos square theta. Plus into minus, minus 2 ones are 2, minus into minus plus, then 2 into cos square theta is 2 cos square theta whole divided by 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now tan theta into 2 cos square theta as it is. Now 1 minus 2 is minus 1. When I am subtracting a bigger number from the smaller number, what I get is minus n. That is 1 minus 2 is minus 1 divided by 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now 2 cos square theta minus 1 and 2 cos square theta minus 1 will cancel out. What is the remaining term is tan theta, which is equal to RHS. Students, let me explain again. In the numerator, what the common factor is sin theta. Take sin theta out. Here, if you take 1 sin theta out, you will get 1 here. Here we have 3 sin theta, that is sin theta into sin theta into sin theta. If I take 1 sin theta out, what I get is sin square theta. In the same way, in the denominator, remove cos theta. What I get is 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now sin theta by cos theta ratio is tan theta. Now in the denominator, in the numerator, replace sin square theta by 1 minus cos square theta, or you can do it by replacing cos square theta as 1 minus sin square theta. Here what I have done is I replaced sin square theta as 1 minus cos square theta, denominator 2 cos square theta minus 1 as it is. Now tan theta into 1 minus plus into minus, minus 2 ones are 2. The same way minus into minus plus, 2 into cos square theta is 2 cos square theta divided by 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now 1 minus 2 is minus 1, 2 cos square theta as it is. Now 2 cos square theta minus 1, 2 cos square theta minus 1 will cancel out. What I get is tan theta, which is equal to RHS. Now moving to fifth question, evaluate 2 tan square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sin square 60 degree. Student, to solve this kind of questions, you should know the standard angle values of all the trigonometric ratios. At least if you remember sin and cos values, standard angle, you can solve, you can find out the other values. Now evaluate 2 tan square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sin square 60 degree. Now what is the value of tan 45? It is 1. That is tan 45 value is 1. Since square is there, I'll write as 1 square. In the same way, cos 30 degree value is root 3 by 2. Since square is there, I'll put what? Square. Minus sin 60 value is root 3 by 2. Since square is there, I'll put the square here too. Now very simple question. plus root 3 by 2 whole square minus root 3 by 2 whole square cancels out. 1 square is 1, 2 ones are 2. This is the value of 2 tan square 45 degree plus cos 30 degree minus sin square 60 degree. Just you need to substitute the values of standard angles, simplify, you will get the answer. At least if you substitute the values of the standard angles, you will get 1 marks. So next similar question, evaluate 5 cos square 60 degree plus 4 secant square 30 degree minus tan square 45 degree divided by sin square 30 degree plus cos square 30 degree. Students, you can directly simplify the denominator. It is of the form sin square theta plus cos square theta. Since theta is same, you can replace the denominator by 1 using what? Identity 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Now cos 60 degree value is 1 by 2. Since square is there, I'll put square. Plus 4, what is the value of secant 30 degree? Secant 30 degree value will be equal to reciprocal of cos 30 degree, that is 2 by root 3. Secant 30 degree value is 2 by root 3. Since square is there, put square root minus tan 45 value is 1. Square as it is. As I've already told you, replace the denominator by what? 1 using what identity? 1, since the theta is same. Theta is 30 here, therefore sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Now simplify the numerator. 5 into 1 square is 1 divided by 2 square is 4 plus 4 into 2 square is what? 4 root 3 square. Root 3 square and square root will cancel out. We get 3. That is 3 minus 1 square is 1. Now 5 into 1 is 5 divided by 4 plus 4 into 4 16 by 3 minus 1. Now take LCM of 4 and 3. We get LCM equals what? 12. Now multiply 5 by 4 into 12. Multiply each term by 12. 5 by 4 into 12 plus 16 by 3 into 12 minus 1 into 12 whole divided by LCM again. Now 4 ones are 4, 3s are, we get 5 3s are 15 plus 3 ones are 3, 4 16 4s are 64 minus 1 into 12 is 12 whole divided by 12. Now 15 plus 64 we get 79 minus 12 by 12. What is 79 minus 12 is 67 by 12. Therefore, the value of this is 67 by 12. What is the first step? Substitute all the standard angle values. Replace sin square 30 degree plus cos square 30 degree by 1 by using identity 1. Then simplify it. We get 67 by 12 as the answer. Now moving to 6th question. Similar question. Evaluate cos 45 degree by secant 30 degree plus cosecant 30 degree. Evaluate cos 45 degree divided by secant 30 degree plus cosecant 30 degree. Now students, what is the first step? Substitute the standard angle values. What is cos 45 value? Cos 45 value is 1 by root 2 whole divided by secant 30 value is 2 by root 3 plus cosecant 30-degree value is 2. Students, you should be able to remember all the standard angle values so that you should practice the table of standard angle values for trigonometric ratios. Now the next step is take LCM in the denominator. That is, I'll write 2 as 2 by 1 and I'll use what? A butterfly method. 1 by root 2 as it is in the denominator. Now 1 into 2 is 2 plus 2 into root 3, 2 root 3 divided by root 3 into 1 is root 3. 1 into 2, 2. 2 into root 3, 2 root 3, 1 into root 3 as it is. Now I can write A by B by C by D. A by division of fractions. Fraction A by B divided by fraction D by C by D can be written as A by B into D by C. The same way I can write as 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 plus 2 root 3. A by B into D by C. That is, D is what? Root 3. C is what? 2 plus 2 root 3. Now student, what you should do? Since you should simplify this term because in the denominator it is irrational number. First you should simplify you should convert the irrational number into rational number by the process of rationalization. That is 1 by root 2 for monomial, multiply root 2 and root 2 as it is. Multiply and divide root 2. To simplify the denominator, that is converting irrational number into rational number, multiply the same number and divide the same number. That is 1 by root 2 into multiply and divide. So now the next term here is root 3 divided by 2 plus 2 root 3. Since it is also in the irrational form, we should convert into rational form. What we should do? Since it is what? Binomial, you should change the sign and you should multiply and divide. That is 2 plus 2 root 3 multiplied by what? 2 minus 2 root 3 divided by 2 minus 2 root 3. For monomial, multiply and divide the same term. For binomial, change the sign and multiply and divide it. Now multiply all the numerators. That is 1 into root 2 is root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is root 6 into 2 minus 2 root 3 whole divided by root 2 into root 2 is 2. Now it is of the form A plus B, A minus B can be written as A square minus B square. A square minus B square. Root 6 into 2 minus 2, or we have common factor 2, we can directly take 2 as the common factor. 2 into 1 minus root 3 divided by 2 into 2 square is 4 minus, you should square each number of this term. 2 square is 4 into root 3 square is 3. Now what happens now? 2 and 2 will cancel out. What we get is root 6 into 1 minus root 3 divided by 4 minus 4 3s are 12. Now root 6 into 1 minus root 3 divided by 4 minus 12 is minus 8. Still you can simplify it further. For 3 marks up to here it is enough. Now moving to 7th question. Prove that root of 1 plus sin A divided by 1 minus sin A equals secant A plus tan A. What is the first step? First step is write down the LHS. What is LHS? 1 plus sin A divided by 1 minus sin A. Students, for this kind of questions, you should use the concept of rationalization. Since we have since we have binomial term in the denominator, change the sign of the denominator and multiply and divide the same. What is there in the denominator? 1 minus sin A. What you should do? Change the sign, that is, it becomes 1 plus sin A. Same you multiply and divide by 1 plus sin A and 1 plus sin. That is 1 plus sin A divided by 1 minus sin A. Replay, what you should do? Change the sign and multiply and divide it. 1 minus sin A, change the sign, it becomes 1 plus sin A, multiply and divide the same. That is 1 plus sin A divided by 1 plus sin A. Now, in the numerator it is of the form 1 plus sin into 1 plus sin A. I can write as 1 plus sin A whole square. In the denominator it is of the form A plus B, A minus B. I can use what? Using identity, A plus B into A minus B, I can write as A square minus B square. Root as it is. Now 1 plus sin A whole square, don't use the identity A plus B whole square. Keep what? 1 plus sin A whole square as it is. Now 1 minus sin square A, by using identity I can replace it by what? Cos square A. 1 minus sin square is what? Cos square A. Now square root, square root will cancel out. What I get is 1 plus sin A divided by cos A. Here square and square root has cancelled out. What is the remaining term? 1 plus sin A divided by cos A. Now in the numerator what we have is 1 plus sin A, divide each term by cos A, that is 1 by cos A plus sin A by cos A. Why I should divide it? Because in the RHS we need it in the form of secant A and tan A. Now 1 by cos A reciprocal is secant A. The ratio sin A by cos A is tan A, which is equal to RHS. Students, already I have shared this worksheet, that is target 70 plus part 3 worksheet. I have already shared in my Telegram group. I have solved all the 7 questions. There are remaining 3 questions are there. After completely learning all these problems, you can try out question number 8, 9 and 10. If you have any doubt, you can message me in the Telegram. Practice all the questions. Out of all these questions, you can expect 1 question for the exam. From the unit Trigonometry, the first question, prove that sin theta divided by 1 minus cot theta plus cos theta divided by 1 minus tan theta equals sin theta plus cos theta. Now consider LHS. What is LHS here? LHS is sin theta by 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta by cos theta by 1 minus tan theta. The LHS is sin theta divided by 1 minus cot theta plus cos theta divided by 1 minus tan theta. Now you need to convert cot theta in terms of its ratio, cos theta divided by sin theta. Cot theta ratio is cos theta divided by sin theta. In the same way, the ratio of tan theta equals sin theta by cos theta. cot theta equals cos by sin, tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Now sin theta divided by 1 minus cos theta divided by sin theta plus cos theta divided by 1 minus sin theta by cos theta. Replace cot theta by cos by sin theta, tan theta by sin theta divided by cos theta. Now take LCM in the denominator, we get sin theta divided by sin theta into 1, or by butterfly method sin theta into 1 is sin theta minus 1 into cos theta is cos theta minus as it is divided by 1 into sin theta is sin theta plus as it is cos theta divided by, I will write 1 as 1 divided by 1. Now 1 into cos theta is cos theta minus 1 into sin theta is sin theta divided by cos theta. Students, when you are dividing a fraction, that is a by b by c by d, when you are dividing the fractions, it can be written as a by b into d by c. Now a is sin theta here and b can be considered as 1. Since there is no denominator here, you can consider b as 1. Therefore a is sin theta, b is 1, c is sin theta minus cos theta, d is sin theta. Now I can write it as sin theta divided by 1 into d is what here? Sin theta divided by c is sin theta minus cos theta. In the same way, plus cos theta divided by 1 into cos theta divided by cos theta minus sin theta. Maybe little bit confusing. Do check this. When you are dividing the fraction a by b divided by c by d, it can be written as a by b into d by c. Here a is sin theta, b is 1, c is sin theta minus cos theta, d is sin theta. I have written in the form of a by b into d by c. Now sin theta into sin theta is sin square theta divided by 1 into sin theta is sin theta, 1 into cos theta is cos theta, we get sin theta minus cos theta. Now cos theta into cos theta, cos square theta. Students, if you observe, here we have sin theta minus cos theta, here we have cos theta minus sin theta. What I will do now, I will make this denominator same so that it will be easy for me to simplify. Now what I will do, I will take the minus common here. If I take minus common here, it becomes sin theta minus cos theta. Take minus sin common here. Now both the terms will interchange. If you take minus common, the terms will interchange. That is sin theta minus cos theta. Plus into minus becomes minus. Plus has become minus because I have taken minus sign common here. Now if you see here, the denominators are same. If the denominators are same, you can directly add or subtract the numerators. That is sin square theta minus cos square theta divided by sin theta minus cos theta. Now which is of the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. A is sin theta, B is cos theta. That is sin theta plus cos theta into sin theta minus cos theta whole divided by sin theta minus cos theta. Sin theta minus cos theta will cancel out. What is the remaining term? Sin theta plus cos theta, which is equal to RHS. Don't get confused in these two steps. Be careful when you are simplifying this. When you simplify these two steps, other steps are very simple. Do practice such similar questions from the unit Introduction to Trigonometry. You can expect the textbook questions for the exam. Prove that cos theta minus 2 cos cube theta divided by 2 sin cube theta minus sin theta equals cot theta. Now, first step, write down the LHS. What is LHS here? The LHS is cos theta minus 2 cos cube theta divided by 2 sin cube theta minus sin theta. Students, in the numerator, if you observe, the common is cos theta. In the denominator, the common is sin theta. Now take cos theta as common factor. We get, I have taken cos theta as common. What is the term? The term will be 1 minus 2. Cos cube theta becomes cos square theta whole divided by, take sin theta as a common factor. We get 2 sin square theta minus 1. Now, the identity 1 is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. Now, sin square theta equals what? 1 minus cos square theta, or cos square theta equals 1 minus sin square theta, or sin square theta equals 1 minus cos square theta. Now substitute the value of sin square theta as 1 minus cos square theta in the denominator, or substitute the value of cos square theta as 1 minus sin square theta. You have to substitute the value of either sin square theta or cos square theta. You cannot substitute both the values. Now we get, now the ratio cos theta by sin theta is what? Cot theta into 1 minus 2 cos square theta whole divided by, substitute what? Sin square theta as 1 minus cos 2 into sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta minus 1. 2 ones are, now I will write the numerator as it is, cot theta into 1 minus 2 cos square theta whole divided by 2 times 1 is 2 minus 2 into cos square theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 minus 2 cos square theta. Numerator as it is, cot theta minus cot theta into 1 minus 2 cos square theta whole divided by 2 minus 1 is 1 minus 2 cos square theta. Now 1 minus 2 cos square theta, 1 minus 2 cos square theta will cancel out. We get cot theta, which is equal to RHS.
Hello students, chapter Introduction to Trigonometry will solve problems based on trigonometric identities. We'll solve similar type 2 question. First question, prove that root of secant theta minus 1 divided by secant theta plus 1 plus root of secant theta plus 1 divided by secant theta minus 1 equals 2 cos theta. First step, write down LHS part. LHS is root of secant theta minus 1 divided by secant theta plus 1, then plus root of secant theta plus 1 divided by secant theta minus 1. Now I can write root of a by b. A divided by b can be written as root a divided by root b. The same way I will write as root of secant theta minus 1 divided by secant theta plus 1 can be written as root of secant theta minus 1 whole divided by root of secant theta plus 1. The same way root secant theta plus 1 divided by root secant theta minus 1. Now the next step is taking LCM. Now consider a by b plus c by d. Now taking LCM, just what you need to do, this is butterfly method, that is AD plus CB. Students, that is CB, not D, into B into D. A into D plus C into B divided by BD. The same way I can write as root of secant theta minus 1 into root of secant theta minus 1 can be written as root secant theta minus 1 whole square. The same way root of secant theta plus 1 whole square whole divided by, now root secant theta plus 1 into root secant theta minus 1. Now square and square root will cancel out. Now I'll write the remaining terms, secant theta minus 1 plus secant theta plus 1 whole divided by, now this can be written as root a into root b can be written as root of a into b. So I'll write as root secant theta plus 1 into secant theta minus 1. Now plus 1 minus 1 will cancel out. Secant theta plus secant theta is 2 secant theta whole divided by, it is of the form a plus b, a minus b, which can be written as a square minus b square. Here a is secant theta, b is 1. So I can write as root of secant square theta minus 1 square, that is 1. Now the identity which involves secant square theta is 1 plus tan square theta equals secant square theta. Now I can write tan square theta equals secant square theta minus 1. Now secant square theta minus 1 can be written as tan square theta. So I'll write 2 secant theta whole divided by root secant square theta minus 1 can be written as tan square theta. Now square and square root will get cancelled. Now 2 secant theta divided by tan theta. Now we have the relation secant theta is the reciprocal of cos theta, that is secant theta equals 1 by cos theta. The ratio of tan theta is sin theta divided by cos theta. Now 2 into secant theta can be written as 1 by cos theta into, now I'll get tan theta as sin theta divided by cos theta. Now cos theta will cancel out. Now the remaining terms are 2 divided by sin theta. The reciprocal of sin theta is cosecant theta. 1 by sin theta is cosecant theta. that is 2 cosecant theta, which is equal to RHS, hence root. The students, that is A into D plus C into B divided by B into D. We'll solve one more similar problem. Prove that root of 1 plus sin theta divided by 1 minus sin theta plus root of 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus sin theta, which is equal to 2 secant theta. Always the first step, write down the LHS part. That is root of 1 plus sin theta divided by 1 minus sin theta plus root of 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus sin theta. Now root of A divided by B can be written as root A divided by root B. The same way I'll express root of 1 plus sin theta whole divided by root of 1 minus sin theta. The similar way, root of 1 minus sin theta divided by root of 1 plus sin theta. Now the next step is, already we have seen in the last problem, we have to take the LCM. Now taking LCM, so A divided by B plus C divided by D can be written as A into D plus C into B whole divided by B into D. So in the same way I'll write root of 1 plus sin theta into root of 1 plus sin theta, which is equal to root of 1 plus sin theta whole square plus root of 1 minus sin theta whole square whole divided by, so I can write this as root of A into root B can be written as root of A into B. So I'll write as root of 1 minus sin theta into 1 plus sin theta. Now square and square root will cancel out. In the same way, the remaining terms are 1 plus sin theta plus 1 minus sin theta whole divided by, now if you observe, it is of the form A plus B, A minus B, which can be written as A square minus B square. Now A is 1, B is sin theta, so I can write as 1 square minus sin square theta root. Now plus sin theta and minus sin theta will cancel out. 1 plus 1 is 2 whole divided by root of 1 minus sin square theta. The identity which involves sin square theta is, first identity sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. Now cos square theta equals 1 minus sin square theta. Now 1 minus sin square theta can be expressed as cos square theta, 2 divided by root of cos square theta, again root and square will cancel out, the remaining terms are 2 divided by cos theta. Now the reciprocal of 1 by cos theta is 2 secant theta. Reciprocal of cos theta is secant theta, therefore which is equal to RHS, hence proved.